Hello, hello, hello. Hello, good evening everyone, good afternoon. And welcome to another stream of Plane Shift. So, I want to work a bit on the map markers because I think that will be needed. I've seen some new files coming in by the artist for the new maps, which are nice. I think we can try to put at least one in, but before doing that, let me just check something because it seems that the new dungeon, the new dungeon is not generated yet. So I need, why my face is so bad. Okay, it's better now with some light. I think the less light, the less tracking, obviously. Yeah, we crashed, and when we crash, the when we crash, the dungeon is not generated automatically, and so people entering the dungeon. So this is something also that I need to do. I need to ensure that if the dungeon is not generated, you cannot really be teleported there. Now, maybe it's something that I should do now, but I want to a floppy edition of Cyberpunk 2077. Really? What is it? Wait a sec. There is a news that just been posted that is kind of funny. I want to see it. Assuming the link is true or... introducing a limited floppy edition of Cyberpunk 2077. Ah, it was the 1st of April. Okay. Yeah. Was the 1st of April. Good one, by the way. Yeah, I generally. Okay. What is this? Did we move the entrance of the dungeon or we didn't? We never move it. I think we should move it. I think we should move the dungeon entrance, no? No, this is not the right place. Did we move it? Or not? No, we didn't move it. Why we keep the portal always in the same place? I think it doesn't make a lot of sense, actually. But fine. I mean, it would be nicer if it's randomly generated. The position is randomly changing, right? But fine. Okay, but anyway, the dungeon is generated again. Yeah, because when you... Let me see, how did we crash, by the way? I'm interested to see the crash. The crash. Yeah, we crashed today actually. We crashed today, we crashed today. Wow. We crashed on casting a spell? 3, 4, 2. We crashed on casting a spell. Weird. I hope that these bugs were gone, but it seems that they are not. 3, 4, 2. Caster is not an NPC. Caster is allowed to attack. So we were executing this. And the target... Maybe the target was still null. The crash is inside of this 6974 69. This unfortunately changed, so we don't know exactly where is it. Could be the target is null, but if target is null, target type, but we didn't enter into this, yeah. We didn't enter into this. So it seems that we probably crashed somewhere here. It could be that it's one of the bugs that I already solved, because PS character. PS character. PS character. Wait a second. Yeah, for sure I checked it in. Hello, Fanner. Hey. Yeah, there are a number of changes actually. There are significant number of changes. So it's not very easy. And one is exactly there. Okay. One change is exactly there. So yeah, it's possible, it's possible. It's possible that... Yeah, that is the same bug that we already fixed. Unfortunately, we need to release a new version with that fix, but I don't know if it's worth it, to release a version just for that. Little people on the screen. Yes. By the way, my face kind of stuck, I don't know why. My face doesn't work anymore. Looking for a game to capture. Okay. Search for a game. There's no game. I don't know why he's saying that. My face is stuck. I also have to change the music. My face is stuck. I don't know why. Okay, now it's working again. Okay. Now it should be working again. Okay. Anyway, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Okay. Yeah, one thing I wanted to do is to ensure that when you enter the gate is checking if the dungeon is actually available, because it's a bit weird, right? That at the moment is not, so it's a bit weird that at the moment is not. So I think that the way we did it, we introduced a new schema, right? A new progression event. A new progression event. For the dungeon. I don't know if I copied it here, but go to dungeon, return from dungeon. Yeah, exactly. So the go to dungeon at the moment is just doing a teleport, right, into a specific location. But I think we need to introduce something. I mean, we will need to have a new operation which is actually checking if the dungeon is actually valid or not, and deactivate the teleport based on that. That would be the safest, because otherwise we will always have this problem. And people will be teleported in impossible places, right? Or I can also do something else. I can change the teleport, right? I can change the teleport script to check if the target of the teleport is dungeon proc and the dungeon is not there. I'm not going to teleport anyone, right? Yeah, that's probably the best idea, I would say. That's probably the best idea. That's probably... because the sector is there actually, right? Name the coordinates. Yeah, we basically ignore sector here. But I think I would prefer to do it here, yes. I would prefer to do it here in the run so that we catch it server side and not that I have to change the script. Well, the script is also server side, but... Can we add a variable that is dungeon ready? Can you type that in English, please? I don't know why people are typing in German. I'm thinking if I want to do this or I want to work on the map markers. I think the map markers are way more interesting. But it is a bug that I need somehow to fix. So or I do it inside a teleport or I create let's say the cleanest will be, right? The cleanest would be to have a new operation. I don't know if it should be a new operation or it should be a new function, but anyway, that in the script allows us to return the status of the dungeon and then use, you know, the status of the dungeon as a if then else to decide if you want to teleport or not, right? So that would be the best. And I think it's doable. It just requires to create a new OP, a new operation that I can put before message, right? And then the if statement works in the script, so we should be able to do it. It's just that it will take probably 1 hour or so, 1 hour and a half. So I think it will take pretty much all the time of tonight, and I don't know if it's a good idea. I think we can just manage it manually for now. Unfortunately, time is always a mess, guys. But okay, let's go with the other thing I wanted to do, which is the map marker. So I would like to give a way to the players to actually set map markers, right, manually. Now, I don't know exactly how to do it, but the idea, I mean, it should be a function somewhere in that window, right, in the compendium window. So I don't know if we should split that window into, because at the moment the compendium window is a very big window that includes pretty much all the sub compendium entities, right, including locations, main story, factions, creatures, home. So we have a mega widget, right, but now I don't know if I should say that also this one are fixed or, but first of all I would like to have them in another color, right? So I would like to have the pin to be different color if is a player made marker, right? Temp 4 map pin 2. The problem, yeah, is how do we keep it reasonable without don't know exactly how we can do this, but like he's going through. That's insane. Which color should this thing be? Which color should this thing be? If he's a player made pin. Remember that we have a background map. I think green is not too bad. I think green is not too bad actually. By the way, this is one of the new maps. This is one of the new maps, boys. The winch map. Bro, can you please paste this freaking thing? Yeah, I think green is not annoying. Green is not annoying. I mean, in theory, the best would be that you have multiple colors so that you can. Well, but you can put a you will be able to put a name, right? So I think green is okay. Let's try green and see. We can change it anytime. We can change it anytime. Okay. So I need a way for the player to be able to set. The first thing that I don't like too much of this thing is that it's really confined to a very small space in this overall window, and you cannot zoom it. Right? You cannot really zoom it. So in theory I would like this wall canvas, well, maybe not that wall canvas, but maybe this and this. Yeah, these two. I would like to be able to actually maximize them to full screen, because we are wasting a lot of space if you think about it, right? We are wasting a lot of space. Would be nice to have a full screen, but maybe at a full screen I will do it later on. No, I'm thinking to the full screen because I need to place anyway those controls somewhere, right? So I will have to add, so or I do it with the mouse, image connected to mouse, which that could be a way that we already have, so a WD slot, but I don't think it can be a WD slot. I think it should be something. It should be like, I think it's a generic, you know, mouse image, like a mouse tooltip, right? I think in the same way we do the actual mouse cursor, but I think it should be, or we change the mouse cursor to be the pin, which would be nice. Because, you know, if we allow the people to drop a pin, then we will also need the ability to remove it, right? Or to edit it, or to move it on the map, right? And that may not be that simple. Should I prototype it outside of this? Probably. Because I need to be able to drop a pin. I need to be able to move the pin, and I need to be able to delete the pin, and I need to be able to add a description and a name to the pin. And then I need to be able to save all of that somewhere in your save games. I don't think it should go server side. I think it will stay client side probably. It's a bit risky because then it means that you may lose your stuff, you know, if you move machine to machine. Yeah. But it's a bit like the quest nodes, right? You may lose them. That is to avoid going crazy. So I could have here a set of buttons, right? Or I could right click on the pin and change its description. There could be a small pop-up window, very small, that is asking you, you know, to edit. So in theory there could be a mouse over, and there could be because this thing is already an object, right? Is a WD map NPC item, so it's already an object. So I could have another object that is WD map custom item, right, or something like that. Yeah, probably we should do this. Right? Exactly. So this will be custom item. The difference of custom item, apart from the icon that is different, like we said, is that, holy moly, why so much? Okay. Is that basically you can right click on it, right? You can right click on it and edit it. Now the best would be that you could right click on the whole thing, right? Including because we have an overlay here. We have an overlay, we have the image, and we have the text block, but we don't really have a button, right? I think what I did it in the past, I added an image that is as big as the as big as the overlay, and then I'm managing the mouse click, right? Because I can also have the right mouse click here. Let me see if this works, but yeah, I can override the on mouse button up, for example, right? I can override the on mouse button up, and this will work for the whole window in theory, right? For the whole window, and here we can do something, right? We can. The only problem is if the window, I mean, if this is actually not already, the mouse button up is not already consumed by these two guys, right? And that is exactly why in other occasions I did, like in the merchant window. Let me check one second. The merchant window, right? When I have to do the right click, Item clicked. Yeah, I do it with the button actually, because the button works also for right click. I think. Does he? Yes, it does. Well, no, because he's doing different things. How do I do the right click here? How do I do the right click of the selected item? Am I overriding the... No. I don't remember. Hmm. On mouse button up. I do it. Yes, I do it this way. Because this is the one that is requesting the merchant view on PC. Request merchant view on PC. Yeah, so I do it this way. I do it with the mouse button up. So exactly the same. And I can decide if it's only the right mouse button or if it's something else, right? So in theory, I'm doing it exactly like I was trying to do it now. And it is on the wall widget. Right. So in this case, it will write this only if we are clicking on the right mouse button, right? And so in that case, we need a small pop-up window which will allow you to actually edit, right? Which will allow you to edit. Now, yeah, I don't have it in this version. I don't have it in this version. Yeah, so I think editing and existing, I think is doable this way. The problem will be to move it. The problem will be to move it because I don't know if I can drag, right? I don't know if I can drag on screen another widget, considering there is already a scrolling widget, so it's not that simple, I guess. I think at the beginning we can probably just say that you just redo it, right? So we don't have any editing capability. Well, you can edit the name and the description, but when you put a pin on the map, you can only delete it. Yeah, I think would be the easiest. I think would be the easiest actually. So we need a small pop-up window with the editing, and the pop-up window can be, do we have anything similar that we made in the past for editing stuff? Yeah, like this one is perfect actually. This one is fantastic. Because it's simple enough and it contains just few things, which is exactly what I need. So this will be win map edit pin. It's a bit long, but win map edit pin. Okay. So in this one, basically edit map custom pin, something like that. Edit map custom pin. So what do we need to change? We need to be able to change the name. I also want to have a description actually, because yes. So I want to have Prev I don't need actually. Prev I don't need, but I need is this a multi-line thingy? Edible text box. Is this already a multi-line? No, I don't think so. I think it is a one-line thingy. So the one-line thingy can be the name, but then I need a description. And then I need a button also to delete the pin, right? So there will be like cancel, confirm, and there will be another one which is like delete pin. Duplicate. Wow, 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 wow. Weird music, huh? I know it's weird. I think that delete should be really a bit of separate, because it's kind of, you know, special thing that you do. I mean, if you really want to delete it, right? There is deleting the pin. Yeah. So the description needs to have a multi-line text box, right? I always forget the difference between editable text multi-line and text box multi-line. What is the difference? Text box multi-line, editable text multi-line. I don't know. I mean, they look similar. But yeah, I want to allow multiple lines of text. I don't know how many. I mean, maybe not crazy number, but still reasonable. Right? I really don't like the color and the background and everything. Can we have a better editing thingy? Cannot be like this. I think we have a number of windows where we do the editing. Well, we have this one which is slightly... Basically we changed the background. Background color. I mean, it's already better, but it's not really fantastic. mean, anyway, it's better. Yeah, it's already better somehow. I don't know if I want it this way or I want it the other way. Anyway, name and description, right? So this would be pin name, and this one will be edit pin description, and there will be a cancel, which is just basically closing the window without doing anything, and a confirm and a delete. Yeah. So this will be setup, edit pin, and it will have I mean, one way I could do it is by allowing you to edit the coordinates, but I don't know, is it a good idea? I mean, if I don't want to click on the map, I could have just the coordinates on the map, right? And then we will place the pin in that particular coordinates. I mean, obviously it's easier by clicking, but good point. I don't know. I mean, if we can click, it would be easier. Do you prefer to have the ability to click because to move unfortunately is a mess, so I don't think I can do it easily, right? To allow you to drag the stuff around the map, at least not in the first version, right? But I can do it that you can delete and then click again on the map and it's creating the new pin, or we can do it by coordinates, right? And the coordinates can be between I mean, between the min and the max of the map, so you cannot go outside of that range, right? I mean, obviously clicking on the map would be the best, I know. Like you activate, create new pin, and then you click somewhere on the map, and you get the yeah, probably we should do it that way actually. Because changing coordinates is kind of weird, I know. Should I put the delete at the bottom, or I don't know where to put it, just to be sure that you don't misclick it, but if it's better to do, you know, cancel and confirm, like here, connected to these two panels, and then having the delete somewhere else. I think it looks weird. I think it looks kind of weird anyway. No matter what I do, it looks weird. I just want to have the delete separate so that you're not clicking it by mistake. But yeah, it would be nice to have this aligned to this, right? But if I do it, then the delete is not, I don't know. Hello, Marcelo. But anyway, something like this. We can work on the layout. Probably we never will, but it's fine. So txt title. No, title we don't need as a variable. We need just the name, the description, yeah. So when we do the setup, right, we will have pin name and then set text. Right. These max points, I don't know what is it, but we don't need it, so we can delete it. So this will be the normal setup, and I don't know what is this. Yeah, cancel, we just close the window. And now confirm, we need to think a bit what it does, right? Because we will have to save it. We'll have to save it, and then to save it also on your save files and update it. Yeah. Do you want to keep it in the description, or do we want to keep it? No, in theory we need to keep it, because this you may change, right? Yeah, we absolutely need to keep it. There's no way. We have to keep it. We have to keep it, otherwise it's not gonna work. Yeah, absolutely. Because we have to restore the situation before your edit, actually, right? So if you click on cancel, we are just overriding the these two things, right? We are overriding these two things with the name and the previous name and the previous description. And yeah, while if you click on confirm, then we are really updating. I think I can delete all of this, but I'm gonna go. This was the old stuff. We need to do the opposite, right? So we need to get the text, right? We need to get the text and then set the name. So it becomes the new thingy. What is the difference between this and this? I think it's exactly the same. One is probably the actual variable, this one, and it is a method that is actually returning the variable. But I think that probably they are exactly the same. I think they are. And I think I like more the variable than the... Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we just if we click confirm, we just reset this, and then we close it. Now here we will have to save it, right? Here in between we will have to save it to save game. but for now it's a bit too early to do that. Okay, so now we need a way to add, so this is good actually. Map, edit, custom pin, right? Now we need a way to open up, right, that thingy. Yup, so I think we can keep the reference of that pop-up window inside the WD. No, not here, in the overall compendium window, right? So I think this compendium window can keep a reference to our map window, and if it's created, we use it. So let's add a new variable here, and we will call it temporary. We will call it temp pop-up edit pin, right? And it is of type pop-up edit pin something, right? Okay. So we actually need a way to pass. Well, we can pass it through, or we can. Do I want to pass it through the map custom item? Do I want to read it? Do I want to have a reference to the compendium window? And well, I think probably a reference to the compendium window is the simplest. Because here I'm inside the custom item, right? So I will have to read get player controller, and I will have to cast it to plane shift player controller, and then here I will have to get my win compendium, right? And then from the win compendium I will finally get my win map edit pin something. No, because I didn't recompile yet, maybe. Wait, map compendium, because I didn't recompile, huh? Come on, edit pin, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So this will be the thing, and we can check if this is valid. If it's already valid, then no problem. If it's not valid, we can create it, right? So we create it only one time, basically. That's the idea, right? So we don't create it a million times. Because anyway, you can edit one pin at a time. So if it's valid, we just use this, and we just set the visibility to visible, I would say. If it's not valid, we are going to create a new widget, and this widget will be map edit pin something. And and we're gonna set, right, set temp I cannot type, set temp pin pop up to this one, right? So that then we set it, and then the only thing we need to do, I guess, we need to position it, right? No, wait, I did something wrong. this. Yeah. Positioning viewport is pretty much the same. We can do I don't know, 300, 300, so whatever. I don't, it's fine. I mean, the best would be that it's in the middle of the screen, but hello. Hello, AJ. Hello. Thank you for the subscription on YouTube and welcome. We are working on maps and the ability for the player to set a custom pin on the map that then will be saved for the next session, because I think will be very needed. So people may decide to put their own, you know, pins to store locations on the maps and notes, including, I don't know, their guild house entrance and things like that. So I think would be powerful to set any pins you want on the map. Yeah. So let's say that in case we are here. Yeah, in theory this we do only once, right? And also the add to viewport we do only once, right? So in reality, if right, we do this, right? Yeah, I think so. I don't need the printout, I guess. Well, we can leave it for now, but we will remove it. Yeah, so that is basically just checking if it's valid. If it's valid, it's just showing this visible. If it's not valid, it's creating a new window, setting in our temp window, and then positioning it somewhere on the screen, and then showing it up, right? So the pop-up window will be visible, and this happens when I am right-clicking on an existing pin. Now we need another thing, which is the ability to add a new one, right? So to add a new one, I think I need a button or something here, right? Pretty much a button like this, but I need it inside yeah, I need it inside canvas locations. Do I have multiple buttons here? Oh yes, I do. Okay, but it's fine. I think we can copy this button, right? And I don't know if you will be able to do it on every map, but in theory, yes. I don't know if I want to call it add pin or add custom pin or add location or whatever. Maybe add location. Why this guy is not sizing to content? Okay, I understand why it's not. No, it would be nice if this thing is actually centered, but I think to be centered needs to be here, right? That is centered because it's this line, huh? I don't know if I want to place it down here or yeah, maybe. Okay, so this add location, what we'll do, it will it will pretty much do the same. No, add location, add location, add location, add location, add location. So I think it needs to toggle, right? So in theory, it should be a checkbox more than a button, meaning that it needs to toggle on and off. When you have add location selected, you click on the map and you add a new pin. What are the strange black spot on the Yule bar? You mean the normal Yule bar line? This guy? I mean, these areas? I don't know, just the skin that is that color, like on the back is like this, right? By the way, I think he has too much specular, so we should reduce the specular on his body. These ones, yeah, just I mean, this will develop from the baby, right? It is this guy from the baby to this guy, which has longer horns or spikes, or yeah. So, but consider that the bigger version should be, I would not say identical in color, because identical maybe not, but should be anyway kind of similar, right? Because it's the same creature that is just growing up. So it should be the same. Yeah, because Marcellum is working on the animations and the texture of the evolution of the Yule bar. So basically the grown up Yule bar. Okay, so add location is pretty much going to, so yeah, it needs to be a kind of a toggle. So like you click it and it stays on, and then you click it again and it goes off, right? So actually I don't think it should be a button. I think it should be a checkbox, a radio button. I think it's really a different, yeah, I think it's a different control. I think it's a different control actually. And no, let me not do this, because if I do it like this I go crazy. Let me just copy it from I don't know, anywhere, even settings. Yeah, so the point is, do we want, I don't know actually. Because actually we can have a checkbox with the color, I mean with the image of a button, right? If we want. And you could actually switch between on and off in theory. I think probably like this is okay though. I mean, it's a bit weird as a checkbox, actually. The problem is if I do... I don't have a jade button pressed. Wait, I don't. I mean, I can make it. Like, I have this thing, for example. Right? And I could make a version of it that is actually yellow, and so, and maybe even with the pin inside. I mean, we could do it if you want. PS stamp, jade. PS stamp. Jade team button. We could have something like this as a default, and then you click it. I mean, you could even have this inside if you want. I mean, scale down, obviously, but you could have like this guy inside. So it is more clear that he's doing something. And then when you click it, it becomes all yellow. When you click it, I think I will have to overlay on another layer, otherwise it will become a mess. Why is so green? I'm not completely sure why it's so green. Well, maybe without the guy. So basically the difference is between this and this. I think it's visible, yeah. I mean, I don't love the icon on top because it looks a bit fake, but anyway. I think it's fine. Okay, so if we import these two thingies, Why this pin is in the wrong place? This was under game art. Game art, yeah. Okay. Where are all the buttons? Main menu art. I don't know, these things are a bit all around. But anyway, it's fine. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's okay. We can put it here. So let's import. On and off. Right. And now on and off. And now we have, so our, so this guy will become this, and it will become pressed. What? So it become on, right? It become on. It become on. Become on. Okay. Okay. Now, yeah, the title is not show FPS, obviously, but the title is add location. Add location, right? And this thing, and it's a bit big though. I don't know. It is kind of big. Can I have add location like this? Yeah. Maybe not the best, but slightly better. Can I have my font? Okay, slightly better. Yeah, I think it's okay. I don't know. I feel it's a bit too big, but can I make it smaller? I don't know, because if I do this, it's not really. So I think is following the image sides. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of annoying though, because is there a smarter way to do it proportionally? Because otherwise I will have to change these numbers proportionally, right? So I will have to say like 100 to... No, I will have to say 126 to 133, like Yeah, 126 by 100 divided by 123. What? 126 by 100 divided by 133. It will be 95 basically. So if I put this to 100, this becomes 95 to be proportional. Okay. The problem now is that this needs to be everywhere. Otherwise, when you mouse over, when you do... I don't know if there is a better way to do this, but... that's fine. I think we will not change it, so... Okay, so now it seems a bit more reasonable as a button. Right? It's less crazy as a sides. Okay. Okay, good. So when you click on this, what happens? At the moment, nothing. But I think this doesn't exist anymore, right? Because we deleted it. Yeah. So when you click on this, it should happen the same. The same when you right-click on this. The same when you the same. I mean, it's not exactly this, but it's similar to this. Because I have to get my... I have to create a... I mean, if it's the first time that you... Ah, no. Wait, no. No. I'm doing something. Well, yes and no. So basically, at that point, we need to enter into a new state, right? Which is called is adding map pin, right? Or is adding map location, whatever. And is adding map location. And by the way, this guy should be called check add location. Okay. Now, when we are in this mode, right? When this is true, and we are clicking on the map anywhere, except on top of an existing pin, right? Now the only problem is what happens if I switch map or if I... yeah, but I think it should be fine. Do we already have a button down override? We have a mouse move override. Oh, okay, but we are not using it. So if I do a mouse button up, right, with our handled as usual. Come on. Right. And then we say... what? Do I want it on a right click or do I want it on a left click? I think I want it on a left click. But I want it only if I'm actually touching... I don't know if this will work because the map is an image. The image may... I don't know. Let me print out and see what we get because so basically what we need to do, we need to check that our is adding pin is on. Is adding map location, right? So based on this, we will do stuff, right? If this is on. If it's not on, we do nothing. Click it on the map, right? And this will basically add a new pin. Okay, let's go step by step. 1 second. Let's test this part because I think we did already a bit, and I want to test it. I want to test it a bit. So okay. At the moment we are using what? I think we are using dummy database. Yep, I think it's good. We use dummy and that's fine. So obviously I will not be able to add a new pin at the moment, but I want to see if I can click, if I can left click on the map and get the message. Marcelum, I didn't have the time to check your new model, but I will. Did you? I think you sent it to me, right? Now, I don't know if you will be able to add it also on the large map, but potentially yes. Yeah, it's fine. So if I click here, nothing happens, but if I enable this and then it's a bit weird, but anyway, and then I click here, okay, click it on the map. Nice. So we actually get it. Now we will have to be sure to uncheck it when we go back or when we close, right? Otherwise, and I would say also when we switch map, maybe, or not. No, maybe when we switch map, no. But when we, is it visible enough that is enabled? I don't know if it's visible enough. Maybe I can make the darker one darker. I mean really darker, right? Because I don't know if it's visible enough that it's actually turned on. Oh wow. That is very dark. Yeah, it's probably something like this. I can try. This will be off. I think it will be way more visible. I don't know why he's applying this kind of a gray thing when you mouse over. That's very annoying. I think I can remove it though. But anyway, we can actually click on the thing, right? So it works. The only thing I wanted to check is that I can actually properly detect that we are clicking on the map when the flag is on, right? And we can. So which is good. Because now the off will be really off. And can we avoid that freaking effect on mouse over? Is so annoying. There is this hovered, right? When it's hovered, it's doing something. I don't know what it's doing, but it's doing something. hovered image. I mean, I'm using the same image, so I'm not really... Ah, here it is. RGB 05. No, we don't want any 05, thank you. This is this. Unchecked, pressed image. Well, when you press it, it can change for a second. I think the pressed, I'm fine. I just don't want the hovered. I assume. Yeah. So the but you know what? I don't want. I don't want even the pressed actually. I think okay. Okay, so when we click this, we enable it, and then we click on the map, right? And when we click on the map, what we want to do, we want to do two things. So the first is to add one of these guys to the actual map. Now, the problem is that these guys are actually changing from map to map. Should I give a maximum number of 10 as well? I mean, like 10 flags per map, and we just have all these things already predefined? Because the annoying, I think, is to switch between one map and the other. And to know how many are already there. But I can probably do just to get a child of this and check all the childs. Yeah, I can have this canvas panel probably as a child, as a variable. And image submap. I could have this canvas panel as a variable, and I can check all the children of this guy and see how many are already there. Delete them all. Because when I switch map, right? When I switch map, I will have to reload the other ones. Okay, for now let's just add one, and then I will think about it. But for sure we need to yeah, okay. Fine. So I assume that I add a new one. I think so. So I need to add one as a child of canvas panel. So this one will be canvas submap, right? Canvas submap. And this will be a variable. So this means that now I can get this guy, and I can add a child, right, to this, and the child will be a new widget, right? So we'll create a widget, and that widget will be our edit pin. No, will be our custom map item, right? Yeah. And will be initially empty, so we just add it as a child. I don't know if this guy is automatically visible, but I would say, I think it's born as visible now, hopefully. So now the location needs to be, so we have to do the same that we do with the other guys. The same that we do with the Edit map pin. The same. Do. Yeah. So we do slot as canvas slot and then set position, right? Now it will be a bit tricky maybe to convert the position to be the mouse position to the map position, considering that the map is actually scrolled. So that might be a bit tricky, but we'll see. Slot as canvas slot. Cast to canvas panel slot. Canvas panel slot. Canvas panel slot. Can I set the position of this guy? Yeah, I can. But I don't know if canvas panel slot is the same as canvas slot, but anyway, we'll see. So for now we set the position, right? Because here we have the mouse event, right? So in theory here we have the position of the click. We have the position of the click. But the position of the click is not taking into account, I assume, the scrolling of the map, right? I don't think it is. I wanted to see if some other places I was already manipulating this guy, but it seems I'm not. At least not in this window. I don't know, I can search mouse, but searching mouse, GG. Nah. It's unlikely that I did something. Well, I think I did it when I was doing some test, but like you get the mouse position based on get mouse position. Because I need the relative position to the window. No, I never did it. I was trying to understand if I did something like this already. I must have imagined black dots. He has like black stripes and white feet with the white dots. Yeah, but I don't understand what is the question, Marcel. It's just his skin. It's just done this way. Now, we don't have to do it exactly identical. Maybe when he grows up, you know, is developing different marks, right? Different, so that's possible. Get mouse position on viewport. I think I would like to get the mouse position compared to mouse event. Let's try. Unreal mouse button down, get position in widget. Get position. Yeah, this is the position of the widget. Local to viewport. Local to viewport translates the local coordinates of the geometry provided into local viewport coordinates. I don't know actually. Get local size, get local top left, screen to local. Translate the screen position in pixel into the local space of a widget. That seems to be good actually. Screen position. I mean, we need a... button slot as canvas slot, get position. So one divided by the others minus this minus that divided by 2. Oh my god. So he's putting the button into the... Yeah, but it's not the question though. I understand. That's very nice, by the way. But it's not the question. I need to know... Well, we can print it out and see what we get. But basically... we have a get local sides. We have an absolute to local. Absolute coordinates could be either desktop or Windows space depending on what space the root of the widget hierarchy is on. Absolute to local. Absolute coordinates. Return value. To the vector. But why we cannot just get the position? I don't understand why. There is no position into this, right? So there is only screen to local, transform scalar to absolute, vector to absolute, transform vector, local to absolute, local to absolute, local sides. I will try to print out this one. This seems to be, to me, the one that makes more sense. But anyway, let's try to set it to that, and let's try to print it out as well and see what happens. Yeah, but basically we need to position this guy into a reasonable... Right. We can also print few others since we are here, but there is a get local sites. There is local to viewport, but this requires a local thingy. Let me go with this get local sites and see what we get. Maybe it's already okay. Maybe. So at the moment what this will do, if we are in add map location mode, it will actually create a new widget, position it on the screen, and then I will be able to right click it because we did the other piece before, right? So I will be able to edit the name in the description. Now we are not binding the name in the description to the... Maybe we should... I mean, this should be bound to name, actually. This should be bound to... We're not saving it? No, we're not saving it. Because we don't set it up with the proper... we don't set it up. But yeah, this window at the moment we call it, but we don't set it up. So we never call this function, right? Which is setup edit pin, which we created by purpose, right? So in reality we should call this. So we should call... So after creating it, setting the position and everything, well, it will be empty at the beginning anyway, so that's not important. It's important when we right click on it. When we right click on it, which is here. Yeah, exactly. How do we know who is this guy? Well, this guy I guess needs name and description as well, like everything else. Because otherwise, how does he know who is who, right? How does he know who is who? Yeah, I think he needs name and description. Because actually we need to create then the tooltip. I think it needs name and description. And this will have to be set as soon as we complete the edit. Setup, wait. Setup. This setup edit pin actually needs to know who is his father, right? He has a father, and the father is... Exactly, so maybe we don't even need name and description, we just need the father, and we can take name and description from the father. So this is the father pin, right? And the father pin is a custom pin, no, a custom, how do we call it? A map custom something. WD custom map item, yeah, this guy, right? So this one has actually name and now he has name and description. I think we can leave it always in the father pin, right? Yeah, the information should reside there. And I don't know if I even want to set it or if I want to keep it in the pin and just put it in the window. And when, yeah, maybe it's a better idea. Yeah, it's a better idea. I think I did it wrong. So we do this, right? We set the father pin as a variable here, so I don't even need name and description because as soon as this is done, I mean, yeah, we get the name, right, and we get the description. That's fine, but we get it from the father, and what? No, wait. It's not object name. It's name. Okay, so we do it this way, and then here we do the same from the father pin, right? So I don't have to keep all these variables, right? I don't need to keep all these variables for nothing. Right? So basically now these two are useless. I can delete them. They are not used. At least they should not be used. Why they say they are in use? They are in use because when you confirm, yeah, and this is the point, right? When you confirm, you don't set the name of that. I mean, it's completely useless then. When you confirm, you are going to set the name and the description of the father pin, right? Because we keep that there. So we get the father pin, and here we get, and here we set the name, and here we set the description. So now if you reopen description, if you reopen the same window, then yeah, it will be good because we are resetting the stuff. So we set, so if we confirm, right, we set the name. Ah, fuck, I deleted that, but actually was needed. Anyway, I mean, a piece of it was needed. No, not this one that I don't like. I like this guy. Yep. Okay, like this is cleaner, I think. Right? So we get the description, we get the name, and then we collapse and we set what we, okay. So that is good. Now let me just see what we have launched, even if now we did a million changes, so I have to reload everything. But let's see if at least the pin is appearing. Hello, Constrabus. Oi, 1000 points gone. Well, it's not money, so it's okay, I guess. Okay, ignore this. It's fine. So if I add a custom location, yeah, this thing now is much more visible, by the way. I like it way more like this than before. So if I add a custom location and I click here, the pin is nowhere to be seen, actually. Yeah, so it's not, definitely not working. It's probably outside of the range. I think that's what it is. It's probably outside of the range. Click on the map, click on the map. Yeah, the problem is that it works also if you are here, you know, which is a bit weird. So we will have to validate that what we click is actually inside of this. Now the best to do this will probably to have a separate widget, you know, which is holding the sub maps, which is just a canvas that we add, because like this is not gonna work. No, local size is wrong anyway. Local size is definitely wrong. Locals, yeah, the problem is that you can click pretty much everywhere, and that's very bad. So this, I think we need to convert this canvas submap. So from here down, I think we have to convert it to a new widget, a new separate widget. So we know that we are clicking on it because we can do mouse down on that separate widget. Yeah. Can I transform this into a separate widget? No, that would be too nice, huh? I understand. It's fine. We can create a new widget, which is so if I go game, right? Game windows. I mean, that's not a window, that's a widget. So I will put it under widget, and I will create a new widget that is called WD Compendium Submap, something like this, right? WD Compendium Submap, right? And this guy will be basically a straight copy of this. With yeah, it will be a straight copy of this. So now the idea would be to put the on mouse down directly on this guy, right? So that we, instead of putting on the wall compendium map, I think is a much better idea. So in here now I will have my sub map, right, as the new widget, and I think this will work probably better. Yeah, the only problem is that I need to delete all of this, and these are all this has all variables already set. Oh my god, Jesus. Ay, that's a problem. Yeah, because I have a million things set. Yeah, all of this will not work anymore. All this will be destroyed. Well, you actually just need to be changed to submap, assuming that this becomes a variable, right? This will become is already a variable. Okay. Yeah, so it will become this, right, instead of this. I have to do it for all, but I think it's for the better. So is it the only place, or yeah, this is a bit of a big change somehow. So in PC3, let me do it just for a few, because I don't want to waste time on something that then maybe I want to do differently. But basically this will do this. So we can delete all of this. Can we? I think I'm doing damages if I delete that. I have the feeling I'm doing so many damages if I delete this. Yeah, because this thing is everywhere. This thing is freaking everywhere. I mean, at the end, we just need to substitute it with WD Compendium submap, right? But I have so many places. It is a bit risky, guys. I think this change is gonna break a lot of stuff. I'm not completely sure I want to do it. Not completely sure I want to do it. I think this thing is prone to... This thing is prone to a million issues. The change I'm doing. But I think there is no... I think it's way cleaner, so I think I still want to do it. I mean, even if he's breaking stuff, I think I still want to do it. Bit risky, yeah. It's kind of risky, boys. Because now... Okay, let's see. I changed it to those 3 places. So now basically what I'm saying is that instead of doing the on mouse button down, right, button up on the compendium window, we do it on the compendium submap window, which is so much better. I think it is so much better, right? The only thing that we will have to know who is our parent, so we will just have to initialize it at the beginning so that we can go back, or through a dispatcher or something, right? But yeah, we need a dispatcher, I guess, but so this mouse button up becomes the same as this, right? Becomes the same as this, so this get local size is fucked. So for a second, let me try to put a position which is like 30-30, okay? And see what happens, because we need to figure out the right location. But let me see how much we broke stuff. Because I think we did. I'm pretty sure we did. Is adding map location. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So this guy needs to know. This guy needs to know his parent. So this guy needs to have in his variables father compendium, let's call it. And this will be a WD. No, this will be a win compendium that we need to initialize on this window at the beginning, so that he always knows. He can always go back and call a function right on, and so we can do it this way. Right? So we can do it this way. Canvas sub map. Well, in this case, it's this. All right, so we don't tap that anymore. We don't tap that anymore. I think it's a better idea. And so now I will just disconnect this mouse up button, right? So that it doesn't interfere with anything else. Okay, let's see if we broke it completely or not. I think there is a good chance that we actually broke it. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, as expected. Okay, I broke it completely. Well, no, we broke the main map, which is definitely a problem, but we broke the main map. Okay, well, okay, we broke the main map. We didn't break this, but it seems that this is actually... I mean, it's way larger than before. Don't know exactly why. But anyway, let me try to add a pin here. Oh, it's not doing it. He's not doing it. Okay. Yeah, because it took me a bit to actually have that sub window work properly in here. It seems that now we are having trouble. I don't know exactly why, but sides X, 988, 620. Because here I can decide the sides of this thing. But it's sides to content. It's sides to content of the canvas. While here my CSV submap is not sides to content, because now he's not anymore a child of, I mean, it's not considered, you know, a slot that can actually fit into something. He becomes a panel, so it's a bit of a different thing. That's kind of annoying. I don't know if the change that I did was a good idea, actually. I mean, it's a good idea logically, but I don't know if it's a good idea. So this is referencing the old map, yep, but this in theory should not be executed anymore, right? I can probably just delete this function because I copied it fully on the other side, so I think I can probably just delete it. It is a bit risky, but we can do it. Because we don't need it. Now the question is why this widget on mouse down, right, is not... because father compendium is empty. Yes, okay. Because we didn't set father compendium. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So to set father compendium, I think as soon as we create this window, right? I think it's in the begin in the construct. Do we have a construct? Yeah, we have a construct, which is loading all the stuff and everything, right? Exactly. So in here, I think what we should do, we should take our child object, our child window, which is WD compendium submap, right? And here set the father to this, right? I mean, I also have another way of doing it. I can go through the... which maybe is cleaner. I mean, in the construct of this, we do get player controller and shit, and we get we cast to plane shift, and we get compendium, and we set it as the father. Yeah, this is probably cleaner, I would say. So this Windows always knows, you know, who is his father. The only problem, I think, is a matter of layout, because now this window, yes, is getting added as a child, but it's not getting added as a canvas slot. And since it's not added as a canvas slot, but it's added as a widget. I don't have any more decides to content, and I cannot anymore decide because this image was sides to content, right? But now we don't have it anymore. We have it inside the sub widget, which is this guy. And this guy, yeah, but this image is sides to content. So I just don't know why it was showing so big, right? Was it showing so big because it was really too big, or what? 988. I mean, I need this. I need to decide here their sides. Do you think so? I don't know. No, it doesn't change absolutely anything because it's sides to content. So I can put any number I want, but this will just sides to the underlying content. So if this is 700, 500, it will be 700, 500. Now, okay. Let me just see if the, so why we broke the main map? That's very troubling. The main map is a mess. But yeah, we broke it. We broke it. We broke it. We broke it. Add main map entry, right? So this was the main map entry. Was creating this widget, which is no, it's not this. Yeah, this is just the button that you click, right? Which is okay. I think I lost a piece, guys. I think I lost a piece, unfortunately. Let me see. Codex maps is main map, right? Compendium sub map. Image sub map visibility collapsed. Which is okay. And screen sub map visibility, but this doesn't exist anymore. Wait. screen. No, so this is the scroll, right? Scroll submap visibility collapsed. Okay, so at the back of this, so if I hide this guy, if I hide this and this, I have my image submap background, right? Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. I lost the place where we are loading the main map. WD map item widget. WD map item. Yeah, but this is only the button. This is not the actual. This is not the actual map entry. Receive compendium locations. Okay. Enable codex locations. Main map 0. Enable map token. Create map item widget. Yeah, but this is again the freaking. Position map on correct father. Okay, yeah, that's fine. But I still don't see. This is all for the menu, right? These are all menu entries. These are not main maps. So the only place where I see that the main map is mentioned is here, where we are basically just hiding this thing. And I'm super confused. So maybe we do it. Maybe we do it externally. Maybe we do it externally. That's possible. Maybe we do it from the loading of the player. Doesn't look like. Receive compendium locations, receive compendium story, receive compendium factions. It's actually not connected. Receive compendium NPC. So receive compendium locations, right? Is this one, and this one should load also the, yeah, exactly. So how is the, I'm super confused. Or I deleted something that I should not have deleted, which is possible. Or I don't see how this can actually load the main map, right? Where the hell is the main map? Where the hell is the main map? No! I can undo, or just reload, but it's kind of painful. Yeah, the only place is here. Oh my god. How can I recover from this? Well, I can compare the previous compendium with the new compendium, right? So I can still compare this with the with a window with a saved version, right? So that's definitely something I can do, but I don't remember. I mean, I don't see a method which is actually loading the main map, which is the one that at the moment we are missing, right? And I assume that in my previous test, if I go back to we were seeing the main map, right? I think we were seeing the main map. Let me see. Maybe I never clicked on it, so were we seeing the main map or not? Maybe not. I don't know. When I was doing any test, right, like here, did I ever clicked on the main map during this test or not? That's the question. Did I ever click on the main map before the mess? Please click here. No, I didn't. I click on this 3 at the bottom, but I never clicked on the top one. So we don't know if we were seeing the main map or not. Fuck. That's annoying. Because maybe I just don't have the pieces. But even if I don't have the pieces, right? I should see the empty locations if I remember right, no? Yeah, I was working on the stuff and I don't know. Let me see if we click on it here. Maybe I do. Click. Click up, please. I'm not clicking the main map, I guess. Go, click. Please, instead of scrolling, just go and click. I'm not. I'm clicking everywhere except the main map. Fuck. I'm clicking absolutely everywhere except the main map. No. No. And here is where I did the change. Yeah, here is where I did the change. So here is where I broke it. Yeah, here is where I broke it. Is there a moment before where I'm probably not, because here we were doing this. We created the widget. I don't want to think again to the whole process and understand. Yeah, no, I didn't. Unfortunately, I didn't. I didn't click on it. Okay. So we don't have, so we don't know if before this we had the main map working or not, but pretty much what I know, you know what I can do? I can run it with, yeah, I have the comparison, right? I have the comparison. The problem with the comparison is that it's fairly hard to understand. It's not that easy. In theory, it's saying that nothing changed. And I don't know if it's correct though. Yeah, we changed this for sure. We changed this. We changed this. Before it was just sub map. But still, I don't see where we are loading. WD compendium sub map set position. Okay, let me do it another way. We have for sure the maps. Codex maps, right? Exactly. Well, no. No. Come on. We have the images, right? We have all the images for the main map. I mean, for sure, right? All the pieces, yeah, this piece, right? So this map set 1, right? This map set 1. And we also have one that is empty, if I remember right. But this map, we can go by reference and see exactly who is referencing this, right? So this one is referenced by... actually by WD compendium map directly. Map test 1. Okay, so we probably have it in... okay. Okay. It's another widget. Okay, then that's easier. Okay, then that's easier. Because it's a completely new widget, so I could not break it. Okay. It's WD compendium map. This is much better. So WD compendium map, which is... assuming I didn't delete it. Is here. WD compendium map. There it is. Okay, good. So we are just not hiding the right sub-image map. Image sub-map BG. This is very good. It's saved. Because now we have 2. No, we don't have 2. Well, we don't have 2, but... Yeah. But we are not... It seems that we are just not hiding image sub-map properly. Image sub-map BG. Exactly. There is the mistake. When I did this change is wrong. Because this one was image BG and not... Yeah, that's it. I'm like 99% sure, not 100, but like 99. Let me reconfirm, but with the comparison. But that was BG. Was the background image. Come on. Can you load it, please? Thank you. Hide. Image. So it was hiding image submap. He was hiding. I know. So it's actually correct. Ah, but the screen. Okay, but anyway, I understand what is the problem. I think I think I understand what is the problem. The problem is that there is this map in front, right, which is the image submap BG, which should actually be hidden. Yeah, but why it was working then? I don't know how it was possible that it was working, because in theory we should hide this guy as well, right? When we go main map. If we don't hide this when we go main map, the main map will never be correct. And then we need to set it to visible when I don't know if the default is visible or the default is visible. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So now in theory we show properly. Okay, so now we didn't break the map anymore. Starting to be late, guys. Fuck it. It's never enough time in this life. I need three lives, not one. Like in video games, you know? Video games with one life is very little. I mean, there are very few video games with one life, no? Yeah. But anyway, I think we made good progress. I mean, I think that we made good progress. I did a bit of back and forth just on that window, on that sub window. And my only fear is the overall sides. But yeah, but I think it should be fine, actually. I think if I know exactly how much is the sides. Okay, fine. Is good now. Is restored. So we have the main map and we have the sub maps, obviously where we have them. Now the problem is that if I do this, is actually not sensing, as you can see. Is not sensing the mouse up, and I don't understand why. So it looks like he's not sensing my is not sensing this mouse button up, right? Or is not sensing the father compendium. I mean, I can print out something here just to be sure, but I can print this, which is a very nice string, and we can test it again just to be sure that we go through this, because we should be going through this. Now, if we don't go through this, it means that there is something in front. It means there is something in front. Nah. Maybe it's just not sensing the pin enable, so basically this, right? I can also print out here in case, but yeah, we print here, so that would be enough. Yeah, because it should print here the or we fail to cast it to a canvas panel slot. Ah, that is a possibility. That is a possibility. I don't know why it's not slot as canvas slot. It should be slot as canvas slot, and now is slot as panel slot. I don't know exactly why it changed when I made it a child, right? Yeah, we are going through that. Okay, so he's sensing the click. Yeah, he's sensing the click. Okay, that's very nice. It's sensing the click on the map, so that's not the problem. That's not the problem. So it's sensing the click. Okay, fantastic. So we arrive here. What is not sensing is probably this cast that is actually failing, right? But I don't understand why I cannot cast as you see that I can only cast at canvas panel slot instead of being able to cast to... Why? Because in the previous method I was casting it to... Ah, fuck me. It was not a cast. It was a function. Was it a function? I don't understand. Sorry, why? So what is this? There is a canvas panel object reference. Okay, nice. Inside my canvas panel object reference, I add a child and I get a result value, right? Now, considering that this is a canvas, why the child of this thing is not... I cannot do slot as canvas slot on it. Huh? Why? Because this requires a widget object and returns a canvas panel slot. Ah, fuck, it returns a canvas panel slot. So is this guy? Ah. So this is actually correct. But we fail here. We fail here. I mean, is it really different to add a child instead of... No, I don't think it's different. I think add child. Well, there is an add child to canvas. There is an add child to canvas, boys. Maybe that is the problem. Okay, better. Okay, let's try like this. Maybe like this it works actually. Maybe like this it works. So yes, it is different to add child and to add child as canvas. It is different. I don't understand it fully the difference, but as long as it works, I don't care. You may say, it would be nice to understand. Yeah, it would be, yes. Okay, we can do this, boys. We can do this. We just need a bit more time, but I think we are on the right path, right? We are on the right path. And I think it would be super nice to be able to add your own pins to the maps. Okay, so we see the main map, we see the Idla East. By the way, now he has the proper sides. I don't know why. I don't know what happened, but fine. Probably is the conversion to canvas. So if I add location, fuck. Now it's not sensing anymore the mouse down though. So if you add it as a child, probably is passing the mouse. Really? Oh wow, that would be annoying. Oh shit. Yeah, that's possible though. So basically my change is not a change. No. So basically up, the mouse up is not anymore existing in that window. No, I cannot believe it, boys. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Unreal. Canvas slot mouse events. Because I think that when I added my widget as a canvas lot of the parent widget, is basically not executing anymore the on mouse down, right? That's very possible. Yeah, that's very possible. That is very possible. So what does it mean? Well, it means that even if I do it like this, which is anyway nicer because I have my object, my separate object, right, to manage the sub maps, which is anyway good. But this means that the only way for us to do it is to actually use this mouse, the other mouse button up, which actually I deleted, but I can copy back from here because this one is not sensed anymore as long as that is a slot. Fuck. Okay. But it's fine. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's not a tragedy, right? It's just that I prefer to have it that way, but if it's not possible, it's fine. I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, we learned a few things, which is always nice. So let me just do this and see if I do this, and obviously now it will work because, right? I think it will. So the problem is that here we are clicking on the wall, right? On the wall window, not just on the sub map portion of it. So I guess the question is, how do we restrict, how do we know if the mouse button down, right, in specific canvas slot? So that's basically the question, right? I mean, is it impossible that I cannot know what is the slot I'm clicking on? Drawing canvas, blah blah blah. No, but this is not Unreal. It's not Unreal. GG. I think it's probably not tracking it that way. So probably the engine doesn't know. We have to... But it's kind of annoying though. I mean, we could do a trick. We could pop up a window in that location, which is actually a separate window. That would be a nice trick. Yeah, now is clicking on it. Yeah, now is clicking on it. So yeah, as soon as you convert it to a canvas slot, you are losing the mouse Because now he's clicking on the wall, you see, he's clicking on the wall window, so it doesn't just restrict it to this slot. But I mean, I feel it's impossible that there is not an easy way to... Well, yeah, the easy way. Yeah, I just realized something, that I can do it exactly the same way I did it for a million other things, which is that this becomes a button instead of being an image, or I use the on mouse button down on this image, which is probably even simpler. Yeah, we can do it this way. But this will not take into account the scroll. Oh my god, Jesus. This will not take into account the scroll, because the map can scroll. Yeah, because I need the mouse position in widget space. Exactly what this guy is saying. How do I get the mouse pointer into widget coordinates, right? It is the same that we read before. The main trick I did was local to viewport on the OMG position coordinates. But this is the opposite. This is the reverse of what we want to do. Okay, guys, unfortunately I need to go. But yeah, so I mean, at least we created the edit window, right, that we can use. We separated this into its own window, which probably is useless, but anyway is nice for because it's cleaner, right? So whatever we do, we can do it in this sub widget instead of messing up in the compendium. So I think it's anyway a good idea to have it separate, so we can work on this. But unfortunately our mouse click needs to go back to the original widget, which is this one, and we will have to detect with the scroll how much it is scrolled. I hope we can get a scroll, you know, dimension or something and deduct it from the click that we do, and so actually position the widget as a sub widget in the proper position, right? So that is something that I have to figure out. But yeah, so you'll be able to click here, click on the map, put a pin, then right click on it and edit it, right? And then if you want to move it, you will have to delete it at the moment. Yeah. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go. We continue tomorrow with this. I hope we can We can finish it maybe tomorrow, but I think I think we made progress. Let me save everything. Yep. And yep, I will see you tomorrow evening. So thank you for watching. If you want to click on follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. And also if you want to play our game is playable right now. You can go to our website and download it and play it for Windows, Linux and Mac. Remember also we have a Patreon. If you want to see the game develop quicker, we use the Patreon money to commission stuff to artists and other people. So if you want to see the game advancing faster, you can become a Patreon. With that, I'm going to bed. Bye bye. Bye bye everyone. Have a good night.